Alright folks, Wealth Guru Mike here with a review of ClickBank Builder and ClickBank Builder alternatives. I have personally used both ClickBank Builder as well as other alternatives to ClickBank Builder. They each have their pros and cons, and I'll cover that in this review. So in this review of ClickBank Builder versus alternatives, we'll cover the prices of each, the features and the limitations of each. I'll give you a peek inside of ClickBank Builder so that you can see what it's like and what its features and limitations are like. And I'll provide you a summary and kind of a comparison of ClickBank Builder versus alternatives. And I'll also provide you with links to resources for alternatives to ClickBank Builder, including many of which I have used myself. So the upfront cost of ClickBank Builder at the time of this review, to my knowledge, is $297 per year, and you may also want to purchase your own web domains, which are typically around $10 a year, and you purchase those from web domain sellers, not from ClickBank Builder. Now, as far as independent website hosting, which is essentially your other alternative, that typically costs about $70 to $150 a year, and oftentimes these web hosting companies will give you your first web domain for free. Not all of them do. This may vary from web hosting company to another. And I'll also provide you with links to resources later in this video to alternatives for ClickBank Builder. Now, in terms of price, at the time of this review, I have heard that they're currently developing a different, separate version of ClickBank Builder that only provides the option of creating email opt-in pages, but does not give you the ability to create vendor or sales pages. And I imagine that more limited version of ClickBank Builder would cost less, but currently their only version of ClickBank Builder gives you the ability to create both sales pages and email opt-in pages, and that's the version that costs us $297 a year or more. So moving right along, now as far as email opt-in pages where visitors can opt into your email list, ClickBank Builder does give you the ability to create such email opt-in pages, as do independent website hosting companies. You can certainly create your own opt-in pages on websites that they host. Now, as far as email list management, ClickBank Builder does not do that for you. You'd need to do that yourself, or pay a separate service such as Aweber or GetResponse or one of the many other email list management services that are online. And the same goes for if you use independent website hosting. In either case, you'd probably need to pay for your own separate email list management service. And essentially the same goes for email autoresponders, as you may hear about in ClickBank University. They often suggest Aweber or other email autoresponder services so that you can send out automated emails to your new email subscribers. In either case, whether you use ClickBank Builder or independent website hosting, you'd probably need to use a separate email autoresponder service that can also manage your list of email subscribers. As far as integration with ClickBank and being able to sell things via ClickBank, that integration is built into ClickBank Builder. So that's pretty simple and straightforward, whereas with independent website hosting, that integration is not automatic, and it will require a little more time and effort for you to integrate your sales page with ClickBank. And what you would need to do if you use independent website hosting, and what I've done and I've been happy with, is you need to create or obtain a PHP script for your website to get it to work with ClickBank's system so that you can sell things via ClickBank. Now, that's perfectly doable. I've done it myself, even though I'm not an expert in such matters, and I'll tell you more about that and provide a link to resources for such PHP scripts later in this video if you're interested. Now, as far as the flexibility of your website and the versatility of it and what you can use it for, with ClickBank Builder, your website is very restricted and limited. It is tied into ClickBank, but you can't do much else with it. Whereas with independent website hosting, you're pretty much free to use your website for any purpose you may have in mind. And your design and function options for your web pages are virtually unlimited. So you have much more freedom and versatility with independent website hosts. So as you can see at the top of the screen here for ClickBank Builder, you've got your product funnels section where you can create sales pages and other web pages for selling digital products. And then you've got your section for opt-in pages, meaning to offer visitors the option of opting into your email list. And then they have the training center where they have various training videos that you can watch to teach you how to perform various tasks and set up different things within ClickBank Builder's pages. And so if we go back over to the product funnels section, we'll just take a quick look at a demonstration page here that I set up. So as you can see, they've got sales page templates here, or basically one template for a sales page. And then they've also got thank you pages, if this freaking thing will load. So they've got thank you pages here, that, you know, a template for a thank you page once someone has bought your product. And they've got a template for your actual product page and a template for your affiliates page. Now, as you can see, if we go back to this sales page, and if this will respond, it's a pretty simple layout. So if you're new to designing a website, this will probably be fairly easy for you to grasp, particularly if you watch the training videos. However, the design options are very restrictive and limiting. There's just this one video here, and then you've got the choice of buy buttons or other types of buttons. You can select the size of the button, but then you have to choose from one of these pre-designed buttons here, and if the text or design of these buttons doesn't suit your purpose, well, then you're out of luck, because these are what you have available to you, and that's it. And as far as the background for the web page, you can choose, as you can see here, that the kind of default background is rather amateurish, doesn't look very good. They also give you a few pre-made patterns or images like this that you can choose, but you can't upload your own image, which is rather limiting. And as far as text, apparently you cannot choose your own font. You can choose different sizes of your fonts on here, but that's rather limited there. So that's the sales page. If you go to email opt-in pages, then and we click on this demonstration page I set up, they have the opt-in page template here, and if this will load. And so as you can see, this default page is again rather amateurish looking, not very pretty to the eye. You can change the background. You know, you can choose a solid color if you want, like red or what have you, or one of these pre-made images again, but you cannot choose your own custom image. Buttons, again, you're limited to what they offer you here, and that's it. And so it's a very simplistic design. There's not much flexibility that may suit beginners, but if you want flexibility and versatility in the design and function of your web pages, then ClickBank Builder is not suitable for those purposes. As far as monetizing your website, ClickBank Builder doesn't give you much flexibility, and therefore your monetization options are pretty much limited to selling stuff through ClickBank or similar services, whereas with independent website hosting, your monetization options for your website are essentially unlimited. You can run ads on your website, you can sell all sorts of other non-ClickBank products, you can use other affiliate marketing networks, you can do just about anything to monetize your website, whereas ClickBank Builder is much more limited in that regard. As far as training for using these things, ClickBank Builder does come with pretty much a complete array of training videos within ClickBank Builder itself. So it teaches you how to use ClickBank Builder, whereas with independent website hosting, typically website hosts will have their own, website building tool that you can use. Some of them provide some training for that. I personally use a WordPress plugin that has a great user manual and comprehensive training videos. So I'll provide a link to that and other resources later on in this video if you're interested. Now, at this time, I'm just going to take a quick break for a few seconds and give you the opportunity to click on the link that should appear on this video right about now, where you can go to my webpage and check out resources for ClickBank Builder alternatives. So click on that link now if you're interested to view those alternatives. Otherwise, we're going to resume the review now. So getting back to the comparison, ClickBank Builder does not have any option or ability to host a blog or allow visitors to comment on your web pages, whereas independent website hosting does, give you that ability if you want to have a blog or allow viewers to comment. As far as a forum on your website, no, can't do that with ClickBank Builder, whereas with independent website hosting, yes, you can. And then another option that may be appealing to you is to have your own little help desk ticket system, and many independent website hosting services will, provide that as a free addition that you can add to your website, whereas ClickBank Builder does not offer such a capability. Now, as kind of a summary of this comparison, ClickBank Builder is typically more expensive than using independent website hosting. It is also pretty much restricted to monetizing your website via ClickBank, whereas with independent website hosting, you can use your site with ClickBank or for just about any other purpose. On ClickBank Builder, your web page designs are very restricted and limiting, whereas on independent website hosting, your page and site designs are essentially unlimited. ClickBank Builder has far less features than independent website hosting does. You can get all sorts of free as well as paid add-ons for your website if you use independent website hosting, but that's not the case if you use ClickBank Builder. You have pretty much automatic, straightforward integration with ClickBank if you use ClickBank Builder, whereas if you use independent website hosting, you need to do a little more work to integrate it with ClickBank's sales system. Now, as I mentioned, for more information and links to resources I mentioned in this video, just click on the link appearing on this video now, and there may be a description box under this video that you can check out for more information depending on what device you're watching this video on. If you found this helpful or beneficial, I encourage you to click the thumb up icon or to comment or share this video. You're also welcome to subscribe to this Wealth Guru Mike channel on YouTube. And I hope this was helpful to you. Best wishes with ClickBank Builder or whatever options you choose to go with.